Hello, my name's Stephen Hunt. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Latin cases. So first of all, we're going to look at the nominative case, which is the one that we use for the subject of the sentence. We've got three sentences here. We've got puella in tabernam intrat. The girl goes into the shop. We have servus in tabernam intrat. The slave goes into the shop. And we have leo in tabernam intrat. The lion goes into the shop. Each one of these sentences here starts off with a word which is the subject of the sentence and is shown by a particular ending. A, nearly all feminine words. Us, masculine words. And this word leo happens to be masculine, lions, but it could also be a feminine word. We call them the three different declensions. All the words ending in A are the first declension. All the words ending in us are the second declension, and everything else is in the third declension. This one happens to end in the letter O, but they can exist in other endings as well. So, the girl enters the shop, goes into the shop. Let's change the word girl into the plural, and it would look like this. Puellae in taberna intrant. And what we've done here, we've changed the letter A into AE. So a girl turns into girls. And you see that the verb has changed as well from a letter T, singular, to NT to show that it's plural. So the ending of the noun changes to show whether it's singular, girl, plural, girls. And the verb changes as well to show that it's singular, goes in, plural, go in. Servus follows a slightly different pattern. Servus is singular. The plural is servi in tabernam intrant. And leo also has its own plural, leones in tabernam intrant. So what I've done here is the same. The plural of words that end in US ends in the letter I. So a slave goes into the shop. Some slaves, plural, go into the shop. A lion goes into the shop. Some lions go into the shop. So now we move on to the accusative case, which is not the subject, but the object of a sentence. In each one of these sentences, we've got a new object. The puella is still the subject, because if you remember, she ends in the letter A. But this time, the girl is watching the slave. Now, the girl is the subject. She's performing the action of watching. And the person who is being watched is the slave. The girl watches the slave. And to show that the object, the person who's being watched, is the object, we put it into the accusative case, which in this example ends in the letter M. In fact, in all the cases, the accusative ends in the letter M in the singular. So the girl is watching the slave. Here we have servus puellam spectat. The slave is watching the girl. Again, it ends in the letter M because the slave is doing the action, watching, and the girl is the person who is being watched. So she goes into the accusative case, which is shown by the letter M on the end. And finally, the lion eats the girl. The girl has got an M on the end because she is the accusative case. She's the person who is being eaten. If we change that around, we could say something like puella leonem consumit. And here we would have the girl eats the lion. And you see how the word puella and puellam, this one is the nominative case, this one is the accusative case, and the lion, lionem, This is the nominative case, and this is an accusative case. We've got the letter M on the end to show that it's accusative because it's the person or the thing that is being eaten or the thing that's being watched. Now, so far, these are just the singulars. If we wanted to say the girl watched slaves, we'd have servos. The slave watched girls, puellas. And the girl consumed lions, leones. So we've now got the accusative singular and the accusative plural, the accusative singular and the accusative plural, and the accusative singular and the accusative plural. So just to consolidate what we've learnt so far, the endings of the nouns show whether something is singular or plural. They also show whether it is something which is nominative or accusative, and they also show which group of words they belong to. So the first, the second, and the third declension. Let's take our first declension words. They all end in the letter A, and they have these endings. Puella, puellam, puellai, puellas. The second declension end in these. So wus, so wum, so we, so wos. And the third declension, the nominative sometimes ends like that. It sometimes ends in other letters, it has to be said. But let's just take this as an example. Leo, leonem, leones, leones. And there's some things which are very similar and simple to follow. All the accusative singulars end in the letter M. All the accusative plurals end in the letter S.